Chapter 5, Problem 4. This is exercise 5.7 in your text. Gives us the following information. It tells us this company has a single product, so we don't have to worry about weighting. Weight as in W-E-I-G-H-T. Whose selling price is $120 per unit, and whose variable expense is $80 per unit, and the monthly fixed expense is $50,000. Now, I cannot help myself. When I'm given variable cost and selling price, I have to do contribution margin. It's congenital. I can't help it. So my selling price is $120. My variable cost is $80. My contribution margin, therefore, is $40. My selling price is 100%. It always is. My contribution margin is 4/12. And my variable cost is 8/12. So that works out to be 2/3, 1/3. 8/12. 4 and 8 goes 2. 4 and 12 goes 3. That's 2/3. That's 66%. 33%. I'm happy now. I've figured that out. Now, it says calculate the unit sales needed to attain a target profit of $10,000 and a target profit of $15,000. We can do that. We're going to do it the book way so that you know I'm not a total slacker. So we're looking for $10,000 in target profit. So that's the unit contribution margin, which is 120 minus 80 times the quantity, and we don't know that, minus 50,000. We have to do a little bit of math here. 120 minus 80, 40. Times the quantity, Q, minus 50,000. So, now we have to do a little bit more math. We have to get Q by itself, so we get 40Q. On this side, we brought the 40 over. Okay, 40Q on that side. And we're going to bring the 10 over to this side. Basic algebra. And when you do that, this ends up a minus and this ends up a minus. So we're just going to change them both to plus. Back in 6th grade, Sister Mary Butch said you're multiplying both sides by -1. However you want to remember it, that's fine. So we have 40Q equals 10,000. Plus 50,000. So Q equals 60,000. And then we have to divide that by 40 to come up with that number in units, because it wants to know the unit sales. So we'll divide that by units, and we come up with 1,500 units. Now they say, oh, wait, my bad. I want to do this by $15,000 instead of 10,000. So we need the dollar sales to attain a target profit of $15,000. it's not much different. So here we go. We still have our unit contribution margin times the quantity minus the fixed expenses. But now we want a $15,000 profit. Our unit contribution margin is still $40, 80 subtracted from 120 times Q minus our 50,000 fixed expenses. Let's do a little bit of math. 15,000 equals 40Q minus 50,000. We're still pretty much doing the same thing we did before. Now we have 40Q equals the 50,000 plus the 15. And again, because we switched sides, we just changed the signs, or we multiplied both sides by -1. Whichever way you remember it, we get the same thing. So now we have, to get that number, we have Q equals 65,000 units. I'm sorry, $65,000. And if our contribution margin per unit is $40, we have to divide that by $40, and we have to multiply that. We have to divide, I'm sorry, we have to multiply, divide. I can't read my own writing. When we divide that, we come up with 1,625 units. So that'll give us, if we sell 1,625 units, that'll give us $15,000 profit. So 1,625 times $120 per unit, 195,000 will give us the answer. Now, I got to show you my lazy way because I'm lazy. When you're looking for a target profit, take the fixed cost, add the target profit, divide by the contribution margin ratio. That gives you the target profit in dollars. If you take the fixed cost plus the target profit, divide by contribution margin, that gives you the target profit in units. Either way will work. And yes, I'm using up stationery from my old studio that's been closed for the last 20 years. But, so, either way will give you the same price. These are the methods I use. It's easier. The fewer numbers you have to fuss with, the less chance for you to make an error. But you have the right to do whichever method you like, and you have the right to make any mistakes you like. That's why you come to school. This is a safe place to make mistakes and to learn.